Ever wondered how to create a month's worth of content for YouTube or TikTok and schedule it all at once? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the world of content creation and scheduling. We're going to explore the art of batching content creation, a strategy that not only helps you save time but also reduces stress. Imagine having a whole month's worth of content neatly organized and scheduled, ready to go live while you sit back and relax. Sounds amazing, right? It's not just a dream, it's a very achievable reality. We'll guide you through the ins and outs of this process, providing practical tips and tricks along the way. You'll learn how to streamline your content creation process, maximize your productivity, and keep your audience engaged consistently. Stick around to discover the step-by-step process to get a month's worth of content ready and scheduled in one go. First off, you need to understand your content needs. You see, the backbone of any successful content strategy is knowing exactly what your audience is yearning for. It's not just about creating content, it's about creating the right content. So how do we figure this out? Think of it as being a detective. You're putting together the pieces of a puzzle to determine what your audience finds valuable, engaging, and worth their time. You can start by observing trends in your niche, analyzing the content that gets the most engagement, and even directly asking your audience what they'd like to see more of. This isn't a one-time thing though. It's a continuous process that should evolve as your audience does. Now here's the math part. Don't worry, it's not complicated. Once you've determined the type of content your audience wants, it's time to figure out how much of it you need. This will depend on your publishing frequency. Let's say you want to post a new video every day. That means you'll need 30 pieces of content for a month. If you're planning on posting 3 times a week, you'll need about 12 pieces of content. It's as simple as that. Remember, consistency is key here. You want to be able to deliver fresh, engaging content to your audience on a regular basis. That's why understanding your content needs is so crucial. It allows you to plan ahead, ensuring you always have something in the pipeline. This process might seem a bit daunting at first, but trust me, it will become second nature in no time. And the payoff? Well, it's a content strategy that is aligned with your audience's needs, positioning you for success. Now that you know what you need, it's time to start creating. Next up, we're diving into the concept of batching. Imagine cooking. Rather than preparing just one meal, you cook several meals at once. You're using the same ingredients, the same tools, and the same process. This is an example of batching. Now apply this concept to content creation. Instead of creating one video at a time, you create several. This is what we call batching content creation. Why is batching so beneficial? Well, there are several reasons. Firstly, it increases your efficiency. By focusing on one type of task like filming or writing, you're able to stay in that creative zone and get more done in less time. Secondly, it reduces stress. Knowing you have a backlog of content ready to go can ease your mind and allow you to focus on other aspects of your work. And thirdly, it can lead to better quality content. When you're not rushing to meet a deadline, you have more time to refine and perfect. So how can you batch effectively? Here are some tips. 1. Focus on one type of task at a time. If you're filming, dedicate a day or two just for that. If you're writing scripts, do that in one sitting. Trying to switch between tasks can break your concentration and slow you down. 2. Minimize distractions. This might mean turning off your phone, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, or finding a quiet place to work. The less you're interrupted, the more you can get done. And finally, don't forget to take breaks. It might seem counterintuitive, but taking short breaks can actually boost your productivity. It gives your brain a chance to rest and recharge, so you can come back to your work with fresh eyes and renewed energy. Remember, batching is not about working harder, but working smarter. It's about maximizing your productivity and creating a buffer of content, so you're always prepared. With your content created, you're ready for the next step, editing. Editing might seem daunting, but it's a crucial step in the content creation process. This is where your raw footage transforms into a compelling narrative, where your message takes shape and where you add those fine touches that make your content truly stand out. Now let's start with the basics. Good sound and video quality are non-negotiable. These are the foundation of your video content. Ensure your sound is clear and crisp, devoid of any background noises that might distract your viewers. Your video should be bright, sharp, and visually appealing. Remember, if your viewers can't hear or see you properly, they're less likely to stick around. Next, consider adding graphics or text overlays. These can be powerful tools to emphasize key points, add context, or simply make your videos more engaging. Maybe it's a funny meme that lightens the mood, or a poignant quote that deepens the message. But remember, less is often more. Don't clutter your video with too much text or too many graphics. Keep it simple, keep it clean, and of course, always check for errors. Misspelled words, awkward transitions, or abrupt cuts can pull your viewers out of the experience. Meticulously comb through your video for any potential missteps and correct them. This might seem tedious, but trust me, attention to detail can make all the difference. Now, you might be wondering, what editing software should I use? Well, there are plenty of options out there suitable for beginners and pros alike. Consider tools like Adobe Premiere Pro for comprehensive features or iMovie for a simpler, more intuitive interface. Experiment with different software until you find one that suits your needs and comfort level. Once your videos are polished to perfection, you're ready to schedule them. Remember, editing isn't just about cutting and trimming, it's about crafting a story, it's about refining your message, it's about presenting your content in the best light possible. So, take your time, be patient, and most importantly, have fun with it. Scheduling your content is the final step to getting a month's worth of videos ready. It's a crucial process that ensures your content gets seen by your viewers at the right time, on the right day. Let's start with YouTube. Once your video is polished and ready to go, you can schedule it directly on the platform. Go to the Upload Video section and select your file. Fill in your title, description, tags, and other necessary details. But instead of clicking on Publish, select Schedule. Here, you can set the specific date and time you want your video to go live. Remember, it's essential to consider your audience's habits when deciding on the timing. Are they most active in the evening, or perhaps during lunch breaks? Use your analytics to guide you. Now let's talk about TikTok. Unlike YouTube, TikTok doesn't have a built-in scheduling feature. But don't worry, there are several third-party tools like Later or Buffer that you can use. Just like with YouTube, you upload your video, fill in the details, and set the time and date. These tools will then publish your content on TikTok at your specified time. But why is scheduling so important? Well, it's all about consistency. Consistency is key in content creation. It helps you stay on top of your game, keeps your audience engaged, and builds trust. By spreading out your content throughout the month, you ensure a steady stream of new material for your viewers to engage with. This regularity not only keeps your audience coming back for more, but also signals to the platform algorithms that your content is fresh and relevant, boosting its visibility. So take the time to plan out your content calendar, consider your audience's habits, and strategically schedule your videos. It may seem like a lot of work, but the payoff in audience engagement and growth is well worth it. And there you have it. A month's worth of content ready to go.